be taking time.
Oh, I'm about to put that in here.
Too busy for you.
Sing that.
I'm not too busy.
I'll put this in the beginning.
Pick up the phone and call me. I'm not too busy for you. I'm not too busy. Girl,
so I know she heard this before.
Who sang that song? Kenny Lattimore.
Oh,
there's Trim. Oh, wait a minute. He took himself off. Nah, he's still in there. He's still in there.
I've been taking time.
All right, you ready?
Subscribe for the very latest.
Action. What up, everybody? We back. The core room, deeper than rap. We having a great discussion. Shout out to everybody who is listening, commenting, and all of that good stuff.
Watching.
All right, so yeah, watching.
Yeah.
So we were having a discussion, right, about, like I said, streaming, right? This age of streaming. Like I was saying, like we at one point we were buying music, controlling the artists, record sales, and all of that. So we thought. I think we were to a certain extent. They probably was low key going in there buying extra copies for artists, but that's no here or there. I see y'all trickery out there.
Allegedly.
But right. But streaming has taken the buying power really away from the people. And we don't even know it. Like, they gave us all this music, but we don't control. We don't have art where we can actually hold it, look at it, pass it down to your kids. I mean, we can pass down the password and everything, but
not the password,
right? But artwork, but pictures, like that stuff, I think that matters because it's something to hold. Now, music is just air. It's not really art no more. It's just air. You know what I'm saying? Like something out there that that we could just hit a button and just play it. But I feel like, when we had vinyl, when we had CDs, when we had tapes, like for real, y'all, I've been looking for the cassette tapes now. I'm collecting cassette tapes now. So, now cassette tapes, in vinyl, like original vinyl, is up in the, like for one cassette tape, it's $100.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe $300.
That's ridiculous.
$300. Oh no, that's because it's art.
Oh, because it's considered, because isn't I think record players and cassettes and like VHS, aren't those considered like
those are classics now, man.
No, what's the other word? Like something vintage. They're considered they're vintage.
Yeah,
they're considered vintage now.
It's like the original NFT, right? Like you can buy, like you had it in your hand, and there's things on there that you're probably going to never see written, like in physical form again. You understand what I'm saying? It's thoughts in there of the artist that you can read, like, thank you, thanks to this person, thanks to my mom, like all of these letters to the fans are.
That was a part of that stuff, man. That was
right.
I didn't actually read all of that, but I mean, it's nice to see.
I did.
Some of the stuff I did read, but it's just nice to see some of it.
I read a lot of the letters to the fan, like thank yous, because before social media, that was one of the only ways I can get the thoughts of my artists. Real, like true thoughts and what they were thinking. But like I said, cassette tapes, original vinyls. Like I said, the purple tape, the Raekwon, are only built for Cuban Links, is going for like $10,000. I think $10,000. I sold one for $1,000. I sold one. Somebody was selling for $300. So you can, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Black people might have a gold mine in your attic or something, man.
Right. Don't even know it. Don't even know it because it was the last time they've been up there.
Right. Exactly. So that's what. But going back to what I was saying, like I said, that's art. It's worth something now. what are you going to like? One, first and foremost, the buying. I feel like I said once again, the buying power was taken away. The control of the people, I think, was taken away when you buy, when you just put it all on this one platform. The worth, the music worth. Please understand. I hope you process what I'm saying here. The worth, like, so when you have music and you put it all on this one platform, the worth is not worth much when you do that. When you put music on there, so because now when you put all the music, it's not rare anymore.
Nope. It's not worth. It's not something that it's worth having, in my opinion. Just like it's anybody can get it. Just
this
go online.
Do y'all? Did y'all? I'm sorry. This is just what you saying is it kind of like just dropped. Did y'all watch on Netflix Ma Rainey Sings the Blues? I think it's Ma Rainey with Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman. I think it was like the last time we did.
I didn't get a chance to watch that yet.
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
So not to give like the whole thing away, but basically like they were like in the studio and they wanted her to record, and she just kept prologuing the process of actually putting, because before then she had never ever sang and put her voice on a record. And she just kept prolonging. And they asked, and they said, they pulled her aside, and he was like, why won't you do this? And she was like, because I know once I put my voice on this record, they won't have a need for me anymore. And I know what I'm worth. So you're going to do whatever it is that I want in order to get my voice. This is my voice. Once I put on this record, they're not going to have a need for me no more, and I'm going to be worthless to them.
Right.
And that is kind of what you literally just said. When you take all of this and put it in this one spot, it's like you have so much access to it. It's like it's not cherished anymore. Right. And I feel like the music is not cherished anymore.
So real quick though. So what about Aaliyah then?
Bro, but that was kind of the same thing what they did for Soul. Look at how long it took for them to put it out there, though.
All right, but I'm saying, but how many people wanted to listen to that? I'm saying, like, how long have you wanted to play that for your nieces or like to be?
You could have went and got Aaliyah's album. All you had to do was go on Amazon and find a CD copied and buy it. You could have.
Like, I'm glad that they did it. I'm glad they did it, but it's also kind of like now that we got it, it's kind of like
right, exactly.
Okay,
the anticipation.
Like how many? Like even after you got it, like after that, the days that it dropped, how many times have you listened it? Aside from if you just put your phone on shuffle and it just come on, how many times have you literally opened your phone and typed in and said, "Oh, I'm about to listen to the One in a Million"? I'm gonna be totally honest. I love Aaliyah. After that first week, I stopped listening to it. It's still on my phone. I still have them. But after that first week, and now I know I have it. When you know you got it, like you kind of take it for granted.
I mean, yeah, you know you got it, but we do that with all music. I'm saying, like, we do that with everything we listen to because there's new music is coming in like a flood now. So I'm saying, I'm saying because everything's streamed. So I'm saying, like, music is always like flooding in. So even when like somebody is coming out with something new or someone, and when you hear like some old stuff, yeah, like I haven't listened to Aaliyah in mad long. I'm gonna listen to One in a Million on repeat. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when new music come out and there's a song that I really, really like, I ain't gonna front. I repeat that mug and
it goes to my playlist. It goes to my playlist, and I'll listen to it that way. I'll listen if anything that's new that I listen to or I like. It goes to my playlist. I'm always going through my playlist.
Right.
But and if you get the album, it was a different experience of like being forced to listen to the entire album, and I understand that. Yeah. But I'm saying now, you know, you have the choice to listen to what songs you want to listen to because people drop singles. People. They know how all this works. So when it comes to like, all right, so I got Aaliyah back. I can listen to what I want to listen to from Aaliyah. I'm gonna come back to Aaliyah when I'm ready to. It's not like that's the last time you gonna listen to it. There's
one difference now. Like, my bad. Side note: there's only one artist that has it to where even in the streaming age, you can't. You have to listen to it from beginning to end. It's Prince with Love Sexy. That album. You got to listen from beginning to end because
I've never listened to that album.
You can't skip any songs on that album. You got to actually listen to it beginning to end.
Never listened to that album. I have a bunch of random Prince songs on my phone.
The CD was like that too. I couldn't. It was only one play.
And I'm saying, without streaming, Jasmine can't do that. But she can't have them random Prince songs on. She can't have. So I'm saying, you get influenced by what the world produces. That's what I'm saying. By the different music that comes out.
So that is
the different being able to grab from all those.
But doesn't that only fit? Doesn't that only fit if you actually listen to the current music that's coming out?
I'm saying, like, that creates new artists. That's what I'm saying. It creates new inspirations. When you grab different inspirations, you can't expect somebody who was born in the 90s and someone who was born in the early 2000s to listen to the same thing and get the same influence. You can't. It's impossible. So you have to, that person born in the 2000s is going to be listening to stuff from this artist from the 90s, this artist from the 80s, this artist from the 70s, and being able to pick up that, whatever, that one song or those 3 songs or whatever, that creates a new artist in itself.
Please, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. And what I'm saying is, like, that I feel is a plus. I understand there's a sense of, like, maybe this generation isn't going to get that feeling of getting a brand new CD and being able to, go through all that in a sense. Because I know when I got to Pimp, I was telling y'all before, like, when I got to Pimp a Butterfly, that was heavy to me. Like, when I actually went to FYE to go buy that, because it was before I even had an iPhone. I went to go to the FYE store to go pick that joint up to go listen to it. And I still got the cover. I still got the little booklet, the album artwork, the picture with all the people in the hood. Like, that's dope. But at the same time, like, look at what Drake came out with. That, I mean, I ain't too crazy about Drake, but that last
What is wrong with Drake? Why do people hate Drake?
No. Drake is he's up there. I'm just saying. But that last joint that he came out with, you seen that the little emoji with the girls with the babies?
Oh, with the girls pregnant.
And they're all blinking
that
and doing
was
stuff
so funny and creative.
They all blinking and doing stuff like that.
Ain't it like Keisha pregnant or baby mama or something like that?
So
I don't know what it's called.
What's stopping a new artist coming out with some new music, making a nice little animation on their cover where maybe it could be someone fighting, or maybe it's someone, I don't know, doing something or having some kind of action?
I agree with you. That is dope. Like, seeing the actual, like, album covers and they move, I will give that a plus. That is pretty cool. I like that. I do like that. I'm just saying that, like, now, like, if I like that, but it's kind of like I want more, but it's just based on what I experienced through music growing up and the connection I had. And I just, it's just, I feel like something still is missing. But I mean, the actual animation and everything of their covers, when they actually have that stuff in there, that's dope. I do love that.
So there's a few points I want to make. One, you all people out there, if you really want to have, like, the actual record or CD, you can still go buy it. So I want to make that point. You can still go, even the newest CD, the newest music, you still go out there and purchase it, right? But to your point about Aaliyah, right? What if Aaliyah's music wasn't never streamed, but they just put it on the NFT? How much worth would Aaliyah's music have if it was just an NFT?
Okay, what's the NFT? I'm so sorry.
So NFT is like
non-fungible token.
Yeah, it's like you purchase it and it's like a picture that you might purchase, but the music, it might be loaded into the picture, right? And people bid on it. I'm just putting it into layman's terms. People can bid on it or buy it, and the person who owns it can put the amount to whatever amount they want to make it.
Thinking of it like this, like your house, nobody has your house. That's a one of a kind thing. Right. So if you were decide to sell that house, they would have to buy that house, and there's nobody. That's the only house they're gonna get like that. That's what kind of NFTs are. It's like right. think of it like that.
Right. So if or even if they just say, you know what, hey, listen, this is the only Aaliyah. This is Aaliyah's new music or unreleased music, and nobody else can. Well, you can't go on streaming platforms. You can't go nowhere. You got to buy it directly from me. How much worth? Like, I understand what you're saying about people being able to go on there and listen to it now and put it on repeat. But I'm speaking about the worth. Like, how much is the Aaliyah music worth now that it's on streaming?
I'm saying it's not. Are you saying it's worth less because it's streamable?
All right, so imagine I took the most expensive comic book in the world and I threw it in the dumpster in Staten Island. How much is that comic book worth now? It's worth nothing. It's because it's amongst all the other trash. Now it's not worth anything anymore because it's this piece of paper that was worth something. It's amongst all the other comic books that might be in this pile.
So do you think that it was a mistake them putting the music out? Do you think
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna go back to my original point. I'm not saying that. I don't want anybody to think I'm saying that. Because I've been waiting for the album to stream, and I've been wanting to hear it. Because right now, currently, that's the way I listen to music. But I also think about the worth of our art. You know what I'm saying? Like, only people who really are into like art really understand what I mean. Because I think artists are forced to put this stuff on streaming because this is the way people listen to music now. But if it was up to the artists, they will be still selling CDs hand in hand because one, they make more money doing that, and two, the worth of the music. Like, all right, so if you had Nipsey Hussle's, imagine if you had Nipsey Hussle's Pay to Pay, the original CD that he put out there for $100. Remember that one? Imagine if you had that. It's not, you can stream it now, but imagine if you were the only one, the one of, let's say, 1,000 people who had that. The music would be worth more because it's something that you can own. You know, now everybody can go stream it now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so what about? So I'm saying I do think that some artists, but look at, like, for example, y'all say what y'all want about this man, but Soulja Boy did his doggone thing what he did with YouTube, right?
Soulja Boy, tell him.
I'm saying in the sense of putting that song on there and having it be viewed, and it could be viewed by anybody. The fact that anybody could pull it up and view it is what gives it its value.
But that's because when Soulja Boy did that, he did it when YouTube just got started.
I'm saying, but how many people do that with YouTube? How many people have done that with SoundCloud? How many people have put their stuff on a streaming service and they put it out there hoping that it'll get plays and plays, and if it's good, it gets plays and it gets plays and it gets plays, and then it spreads. So I'm saying, and that's what gives it value. So
but let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this to that point of Soulja Boy, right? What if Soulja Boy took that video down and he kept it for himself? And then he went up and he went and then put it
like right now.
Right now. Right now he took it down, right? And then he went and then put it in he took the digital, put it in a digital frame, and he started a bidding war with it.
Right? Oh, that would be fire. It would sell like crazy.
Right. Yeah. But see now but what I'm saying is that the worth has gone up. Now if I just click on it, it's not really worth much because I'm taking it for granted.
I'm saying, but you is like, if somebody be like, who is Soulja Boy? Why is he such a big deal? I'm gonna show you.
Exactly. See, my thing is this: it's like what makes the stuff that sell, especially the same thing with NFTs. It's the names behind it. It's the brand behind it.
It's the actual art itself. I'm saying,
you know who Soulja Boy is.
Actually look at it and listen to it. Yeah. That's what gives it value, as in a sense of like, we all know what the art is because we've either seen it or looked at it. It has embraced us in some way, shape, or form. I'm saying, if if you take the ability, the access for the average person, especially black people, let's keep it a being, like, it ain't like most of us is paid like that. So when it comes to like, for us to be able to have access to it and listen to it, and to be able to find out who this person is or what this art is, I feel like that does a disservice to us. I'm saying there's definitely some foulness in streaming.
No, it's some pros in it though. When we say, I guess the whole picture is that it is a lot of pros to streaming.
But there's also
because I definitely benefit, because I was spending hundreds of dollars on music, right? Mm-hmm. Now I can get all my favorite music in one place, right? But at the same time, the value of music is going to go down, because when you it's like anything that if like Walmart, if you go on Walmart, they sell all these items and they can, and it's for a low price, right?
Yeah,
that's because they have so much of it. Like they had you can go and it's a big warehouse, and they can make the price any price they want to make it, right? Because you're selling stuff in Walmart, and is their place, right? Mm-hmm. Same thing with streaming places. You put your music on streams, and they can set it to any price they want, which is $9.99, right? But if the artist still owns that piece of art, they can sell it. They can set it to a higher price than $9.99. But like I said, just to sum it up, it's pros and cons, right?
So real quick. So do you think musicians have more power and make more money now or back then?
I think they did back then. Yeah, I think they did back then.
It depends.
Because I agree with Clint too, because it does depend. So back to what you guys were saying, both of you guys have a point. The easy access to it and having, where people can get to it, it does diminish it a little bit. But being able to, if they had a brand behind it and they're actually pushing something, that brings in the value for it. But I say this, like, if an artist had more control of how to get access to their music, like if they had it on their own website where you can only purchase it from them, from their website, and they had a big enough brand to where that they make good stuff and good music and people want to hear it, if they had it to where only they control the way that people can access to it, that will make the value of it even more. Like, say if Drake took his music off of streaming platform services, and you can only hear it through his website, and he can control the price of whatever he sells that music for, I think he would make more money that way. But then again, you have to play with it, where how much would he actually sell, because easy access means more.
That's how it spreads. Like, it's like fire.
I think y'all are both coming at it from two different perspectives. Like, Walt is coming at it from a consumer perspective, whereas Clint, you're coming at it from a artist perspective. So you're coming at it as like how I can make more money, whereas Walt is just like, I'll have access to this. And at the end of the day, that is what we, in the consumer mindset,
right,
it's like, what can I pay the least amount of money for,
right,
but still have the most access to something?
And that's what I was saying. Like, right, it's pros and cons, but just remember this before we end it. Y'all see what Anita Baker had to go through when they were doing with her music.
Exactly.
And because she probably found out, this is allegedly in my brain, she probably found out that these labels are going behind the other artist's back and putting it on Pandora and getting paid on the back end for all this music that they have no idea, these back end deals that they have no ideas to doing.
Facts.
They going to. No, go. I'm sorry.
So y'all don't think artists have more power now? Like, there's more independent artists now, and it's
there are.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the access to how they can get their music out there. They don't control where the gates of how their music gets out to people. More independent artists, but they don't control the platforms to where people can get it. That's the downside.
As far as like, I'm an independent artist, but it's on Apple.
Exactly.
It's got to be on Apple. It's got to be on Spotify or Tidal.
And they don't control what the streaming services give them.
Yeah, like,
so
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I can't go to Pandora and be like, you know what? Let's discuss my my deal with you guys. Like, how much are you getting paid? How much am I getting paid per stream?
But to be fair, if I'm a business, if I'm Apple, I'm looking at it like, look, I got the platform.
Yeah, there we go.
If you want,
so in essence, it's you need me, I don't need you.
Exactly.
But that's my audience. It's just like the radio, like back in the day.
Yes,
if you wanted my fault.
No. You're right. But see, the radio, you can hire somebody to track how many spins you have, right? With streaming, you don't know. Most artists do not know how much they get paid per stream.
Yeah,
they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So they get, for example, and I'm not going to disclose, but we are independent label. We don't know how much Trim. We really don't know how much Trim is getting paid per stream with his instrumentals. We don't. We know that whatever they slide us in our bank account, we know that much, but we still don't know. Okay, well, how many? All right, so we did 100, we did 200 streams, but how much is that? How much are we getting paid per those 200 streams? We just know what they send us.
Side note: Cherish Gears on all streaming platforms. Check it out.
Right, that instrumental fire. But, yeah, exactly. But what? So I want to get into something. It's two things I want to get in before we get out of here. One, I know Walt mentioned something about inspiring more artists, right? Like streaming inspires more artists, right? Because they listen to a large amount of music. True. But my question is that a good thing?
I look at it as good and bad. Like it's what you do with it at the end of the day.
I agree with that.
It's like if you have, I'm an artist. I draw, as y'all know, so I have influence from a whole lot of stuff. The things that impact me to make what I want to make, but I can either take in what I want to take in and make something dope, or make something trash, or I can make something good or make something bad. And at the end of the day, it's based on the individual. Now, as far as like what are they pushing, I do feel like what they pushing.
Right.
Now, before Trent speaks, I know he got some stuff to say about this because what I mean by this question is that there are too many artists out there. There are too many people that's waking up in the morning and saying, hey, you know what? I feel like rapping today. I feel like
you don't even have to really have talent anymore.
I feel like we're going to get into that. But I'm just saying, too many people waking up is like, you know what? I feel like singing today. I'm going to hook up this auto-tune. I got a melody in my head. I'm about to whip up the hit of the year. And we about to get this paper. Versus people who really have the talent, who really are good. You know, I remember when artists or music was I looked at these people like superheroes, or people that I could never touch, like I could never be in their presence, and I love that feeling where I was like, you know what, man, I really wish one day, like, you know, Jay-Z, he's not on social media, and I love that because
it's a mystery.
He keeps that mystery of a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Only people who are in his space can be in his presence, or anybody who earned the right, like J. Cole did, to be in his presence. They are the only ones who can be there, right? So that's what I mean by like too many artists, too many chefs in the kitchen. Some of y'all using no frills ingredients to make the meals, right?
Too many MCs, not enough mics.
Right. Exactly. That's why Clef would say. So what are your thoughts about that, Trent?
All I can say is, man, when they're doing stuff like that, it really does. It puts. I think it tarnishes, you know, the or I should say, pollutes the environment for like other artists who's actually got something that they want to say, or got something that they're trying to get out there music that people need to hear. I mean, making it easy access, there's some pros and cons to it, but it's just giving it to people who don't have the right intentions getting into music. They think they can make a quick buck, and just they can put two words together or something and just come up with a little catchy beat.
Right. Listen, it's just, listen, I don't want to come off like an angry old man, right? I'm just stating that a lot of y'all are whack.
Like, I got a beat. Like y'all don't have, a lot of y'all are very, y'all got a lot of money. Y'all got a lot of money in y'all pocket. Like, a lot of y'all got a lot of money in y'all pocket, and y'all are just making music and then just flooding it through like playlists and TikTok and paying people, and it's not really that good. Like, prime example.
Ice.
You said Vanilla Ice? You said Vanilla Ice?
That's what you gonna call him out. You gonna call him out.
I'm gonna give an example, and we gonna move on. So, Jason Ray, you on TikTok, right? And your TikToks are very nice. I do watch them, from time to time, But in that world, there are people who do these TikTok videos, and another person will do the TikTok video, right? Mm-hmm. Of a song. And then another person will do the TikTok video. Mm-hmm. Now, as you scrolling up, you hear the song. Mm-hmm. Did you got shot? Did you got shot? He got shot. Just got shot. Did he got shot? You know what I'm saying? So you hear this, and I'm saying this because this is my experience. The song that I just said is a real song, right? So I'm sitting there like, yo, I hear this song every time I'm on TikTok. Who in the capital L is this person? I don't know. Like, so I had to go. I researched this person, and I'm just like, then I realized it's a Kodak Black song. But in my normal life, I would have never wanted to listen to this song because it's whack, in my opinion. In my opinion. Shout out to the young man who's making a lot of money off that. I hope you are making a lot of money, but to me, it's not good, right? So, but then I heard it was a Kodak Black song and all of that. But my point of that is that I would have never listened to this song if I didn't kept on scrolling up TikTok and seeing people doing TikToks over and over and over. Now I'm brainwashed to like, I need to know who this person is, right? Yeah. Now I went from not liking the song to being like, dang, that's catchy.
Yeah.
Just like that Twin in Them song, that me and my twin in them.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was catchy.
It was catchy. It was definitely catchy.
I thought it was catchy, but that's all I'm saying. Like, that radio does this too, but it's more. I think TikTok is worse because it's faster. Like it's once again, everyone I was looking up. Yeah, but we're gonna cut it here, and when we come back, I want to talk about women in music. Do they really need talent to be successful?